American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. No money, now I'm in the Benz truck with a new honey. They said I wouldn't make it, I'm like, you funny. Laughing at my haters like, you dummies. The night is young, girl, what can you do for me? 6 figures, 5 shows, big ballin'. Look, I'm very important. I took a break, had some things I had to get sorted. I might retire in my prime like I'm M. Jordan. Dancing in Southampton. Use the glasses for Vanish. Be cooling out in the whip, but I done near every girl on my list. KD at the 3, Djokovic with the racket. Phelps in the pool, I'm like Speed at the Masters. Girl, you know you a bad. Girl, you know I'm a savage. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cut the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. Another day in the USA. Just another day in America. Kids from my hood look up to the system set us up for failure. I just want to make enough to pay dividends, then invest in black businesses. They teach us to hate what we see in America.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. This will be taken to the back of the end zone, and no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. And it's called in by Austin Hooper. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. And even 20 yards and a first down on the game's very first play. Forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's spilling them in the offensive backfield.
Well, that was better than the first go-around when he lost yardage, but still nothing there, and that sets up a 3rd and long. Tough spot here.
Put it mildly, sometimes I wonder if some of that old-school football should come back into play. You know what I would think here? Quick kick. Try and change field position, help out your team.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Last week, somehow they won. He threw all those picks, but they still won. Here, opening drive, unfortunately, he picked up where he left off.
Partner, you get a lot of extra patience when you find a way to win despite you making mistakes. But starting out again this game, that patience is going to wear thin really quick. And I think the guys on the defensive side of the ball will be the first ones to let him know That's got to stop.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. From the 50, it's long. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. They go play action here on first down. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. 23 yards on the play. First time into the red zone for the Buccaneers. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. On first down, it's locked. Flush to his right. This will be caught at about the 6. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
Throwing on 3rd down, Love. And that is incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. On is Chandler Catanzaro now for the Buccaneer field goal. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
This will be fielded at the 8. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On first down, they run with Howard. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Come on, gotta go, gotta go. Hey, 18.
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Kayvon Webster, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. After the interception, it's long. It's caught by Mike Evans. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
When Mike Evans sees man coverage, I don't think he's the only guy who gets excited. I'll guarantee the guy throwing the ball does, because guess what? He's got a lot of options about where to place it because of Mike Evans' size and frame.
Now a first down throw. Luck. Evans has it left side. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. From the red zone now, Locke. Forced out to his left. Leaves it for Penny. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it's a second down.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Forced to his left, still able to accurately throw it downfield for a completion.
Let's go, Mexico! Be right, be right, be right. Here we go.
On second down, here's Penny. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack, and on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Third and 2, Locke. And this is going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They snap it to Locke. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bears will get the football back. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't account for him.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Trubisky with the give to Howard. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And a nice gain at 21 yards. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
Hey, gotta go, gotta go.
A give to Howard. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Hey, 18.
On 2nd down, Trubisky. Flushed out right. On the right side, this is Miller. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Come on, gotta go. Red, up.
On the handoff, this is Howard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Kendall Beckwith on the stop. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Red, up. We're go, let's go. Red, up.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Burton.
Gotta go.
2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
He may try and run for this. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on 4th down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Akeem Hicks with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. On 2nd down, here's Love. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Bears and Bucs, you might recall, met in Tampa week 2 of last year, which was actually the first game for the Buccaneers after Hurricane Irma washed out their opener with Miami. And it was the Bucs who beat Mike Glennon in that game 26-9. Right side caught by Jackson. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
On 1st down, Love. Throw right side caught by O.J. Howard. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there, you know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Throwing again is Love. His throw incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time, and it's 3rd and short.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Block on 3rd down. Being chased out left. Throw left side complete. It's Howard. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Luck going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Luck on 1st down. A dump off to Sims. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it a 2nd down. And a first carry here for Charles Sims. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. To throw is Locke. And this is caught by Jackson for a Buccaneer touchdown. Deshaun Jackson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And the lead grows to 10-0. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
That's it, baby. Come on, come on. Red up! Hey, 18.
On second down, here's Trubisky going for the deep ball. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by by Kayvon Webster. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10.
Hurry, hurry!
They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite an excellent display of footwork. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Here's Luck now on 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Howard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 1st and 10, Locke. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
And with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
2nd and 10, Luck again. Escaping the pressure right. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. They'll leave it for Cohen, complete. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. And some space here. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Hurry, hurry! Hey, 18. 18.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. He's going to air one out. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout. And they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Parkey's kick is good. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, here's Parkey now set to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They go play action here on first down. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. O.J. Howard, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Extra point good by Catanzaro, and the lead is now 17-3. The Bucs ready for the kickoff, and here we go. It's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jason Pierre-Paul able to drop him for a loss of 4.
Red's up! Red's up!
Now Trubisky to throw on second. And his throw here is incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down. Then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Trubisky on third and long. But his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kayvon Webster. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
After the interception, it's Love. That's going to be caught. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. That's 3 touchdown passes now for Andrew Luck. And the interception by the Bucs D leads to a touchdown. Catanzaro now for the extra point. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Go. Hey, 18. Come on.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Burton. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve.
And, he's going to be hit and driven into the turf. Mitch Unrein busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Hey, 18. Lock in. Red, up.
On third down, Trubisky. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on fourth down. Now it's Trubisky. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 35. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Penny. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Love. This is caught, and he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. A good pickup there, a 22. Here's Locke. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down. Down this close to the goal line. First down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am. And you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me that option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
Second and goal, and Penny standing by himself in the backfield. They'll run for it with Anderson. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. C.J. Anderson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Point after now from Catanzaro. Extra point good by Catanzaro. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else. Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Red, up.
They go with Howard again. And he'll get this one up to the 26. The Pro Bowler Brent Grimes brings him down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. The Bears on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Running with Howard. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Trubisky. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 38. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Catanzaro now for the extra point. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And that will extend this big lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field, and they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one, picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Gotta go, gotta go.
They run with Howard. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things up.
Now Trubisky, flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. A huge play there for Chicago. 42 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Gotta go, gotta go.
On 1st down, Trubisky. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
They begin with a run by Penny. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
It's a little bit different size than they're used to seeing in Chicago, playing the middle linebacker position. But undersized or not, his speed is absolutely overwhelming. And when he arrives with a thump. The city of broad shoulders loves Roquan Smith.
Now a play fake, and it's locked. He's going to fire one deep. Middle. He's got a man. Complete. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. They give him a gain of 38. Around the NFL third quarter from Foxborough. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 right at the 40. Penny, a first down carry. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. Back now at Soldier Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Again, it's Penny. And he's going to be met at about the 43. He'll get 2 yards back, but it's going to leave him with a long 3rd and 13.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Right, 58, right there. Here we go, G. Here I come. Here I come. Let it roll, let it roll, let it roll. Check 99. Check 99.
On third down, Penny. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Here's Brian Anger now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
On the right side, this is Miller. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
It felt like Mitchell Trubisky, the quarterback for the Bears, was in the draft room with his general manager because picking up this pass catcher from Memphis, Anthony Miller, made to order for a young quarterback. A nice slot who can make plays like we just saw.
He is fun to watch. Went from being a walk-on at Memphis to completely rewriting the record books out wide. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. Let's not forget, a year ago, this was a last-place team in their division in the National Football League. How quickly the fortunes can turn.
And somewhere, there's a former commissioner smiling down and looking because parity was something he was looking for in this league. And it plays itself out year after year. Last to first, is not something that's uncommon in the NFL.
Yeah, a season ago, they didn't have one performance like this, but they put it all together in this ball game. Now Rashad Penny, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. They'll run it again with Penny. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the Bears. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up.
And now here is another interception. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
They'll toss it to Penny. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Here's Brian Anger now, standing just outside his own goal line. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. And they'll get to this and down it inside the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
A handoff to Penny. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to maneuver. A gain of 13 and also the first down.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, given them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they've wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
Here's a give to Penny. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be, but we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
They'll run with Penny, and he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Foyesade Aluakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Third down now, it's C.J. Anderson. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They snap it to Locke. Buying time to his left. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Bears will get the football back. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Flushed out right. He's going to let it flop. And that will be incomplete. Looked like it might have been intercepted, but he's out of bounds. And a good thing, too, probably. That would have cost him yardage. And now they'll get the ball back on the turnover on downs. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. Over the middle, complete. That's Burton. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves. But they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Hurry, hurry. Blue, blue. 18, 18. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
One last shot for Trubisky. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. But, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is, because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So for Tampa Bay, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first win of the season here in Week 4. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they too will leave here at 1-3. And fortunately for them, they'll have the early bye next week as they return to action in Week 6. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Soldier Field.